Good morning. This is a question from the 2017 Exam 1 multiple choice exam, and it is from the core section. So this question, we have been given a scatter plot with a least squared regression line. We've been given the values of the variables, or the names of the variables on the axes, and the question is asking us the equation of the least squares regression line is closest to. This type of question has turned up on many exams in the past, and there's two things that you need to do before you start the question. The first thing that you need to do is check if the x-axis and the y-axis start at 0. So the very common question is that the x-axis does not start at 0. If that happens, so this one starts at 21, we cannot use this value here as your y-intercept. And a lot of questions will have this style, and when you're caught up in working and rushing through a question, you look at the y-axis and just straight away take that as the y-intercept. So the value of 17.4 is not the y-intercept. So straight away we can have a look at these multiple choice answers, and anything that has the value of 17.4 as the value c in y equals mx plus c cannot be the answer, because straight away that is not the y-intercept. So we can take out answers C, D, and E because of these values of 17.4 is not the y-intercept. Then we are left with two answers A and B, and looking at here, the y equals mx plus c format, so y equals mx plus c, the y variable must be on the left and the x variable must be on the right. So let's have a look at what our y variable is. Here's our y-axis here. Our y variable is wrist circumference. So we know that now our least squared regression line, the wrist should equal all the other information. So we can straight away look and see that B is the answer because it's wrist equals and it's not ankle equals, because ankle is the x variable. If we have a look at the examiner's assessor's comments for this exam, we can see that the answer B, only 43% of the cohort managed to get this one correct, with 39%, which is a very high percentage of answers being D. So only 43% managed to get it correct. So the common misconception here, if those are going for D, they've looked at the variable wrist, they've looked at the y-intercept 17.4 and not actually identified that the axis doesn't start at 21. So there we go. So there's an answer for this exam question.